Good morning. Frankie. Hi, pup. Look at that handsome boy. Hi, pup. You want to jump up? Come on, jump. Good boy. You want to jump up here? Come on. Good boy. I think he's so handsome when he lays there like a Sphinx statue. I think that's what they're called. Where they would be, one would be on each side of the steps. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. I'm dragging ass this morning. Sorry. Don't be mad, Flower. Oh, I don't know why this is not Friday. I had a client say something the other day that was so funny. I come from a kind of a farm community, and so not super wealthy farmers. I mean, doing pretty good. But anyway, I'll only have a few minutes. I'm gonna have to walk and talk. Anyway, we were talking about they were having a kind of a tough time wrapping their mind around some emotions, like we all do. I do not know why my last video came out blurry. I'm gonna have to figure that out. If you have any ideas, let me know. Anyway, and very often, part of the joy in my job is being trusted with somebody's innermost thoughts and feelings and not hold them accountable. They can rant and rave and say all kinds of crazy things. And by crazy, I mean things like talking about someone who obviously is very important to them and say, blah, 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 and I don't give a rat's ass. And I was just like, oh, they were so mad that just came out. And I know what it's like to cuss and have it come out. Forgive me. And in the heat of that tense, horrible, incredibly, almost rageful moment, I keep shaking the phone by leaning on stuff. Sorry. I just couldn't not hear the rat's ass. I don't give a rat's ass. Because I remember hearing that on the farm from people who, when I was a little girl, I grew up with most people having some kind of stoic, cynical, sarcastic sense of humor. And weirdly, it's in my DNA as well. So I've had to really work on that because it's not okay with just every culture, every community. Excuse me. I have not put moisturizer on yet. Oh, it is so humid. It is bugging my sinuses so bad. Oh, I haven't had it this bad in a long time. Started last night. So, anyway, I know. I don't deserve to even have 5 people hanging out here with me. I don't know how it got up to 300, but especially with that cough I have. I'm sorry. I know it's just disgusting. But I'm okay. It's just allergies. If I have a headache 3 days in a row, I think I have brain cancer. So I'm going to the doctor often enough that, excuse me, I know exactly what it is. It's allergies. And I refuse to be on a strict diet to keep it from happening. And as well, my allergies to the air changes, air quality changes. So please bear with me if you can. Makeup. I want a little more full coverage today because I'm tired of seeing the darkness of these cheeks. I just want to see if I can cover it up. And I'm using this e.l.f. because I'm telling you what, excuse me, it is full coverage. Okay, so what are we, I started to talk about something. I don't even remember what it was. Even with full coverage makeup, I often thin it out so much that it's not full coverage. So I'm going to try to be careful to not blend it so smoothly that I lose the coverage. That's just one of the habits I have. I really... That's doing a pretty good job. Like this has more color up here than down here for a change. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Yeah, okay. Now I just have to make sure it's all blended. Okay, so I really like some of the text or some of the messages y'all have been leaving on the channel in the comment section. I'm telling you what, I just love you ladies. I look so forward to hearing from you. And we have some deep thinkers here. I'm like, dang, I wish we could all get together for coffee. And then we have some young ones that need a little more support, or some that are kind of naive and they haven't maybe gotten a lot of this in the past. So, and some just can relate to what I'm talking about or what some of y'all are talking about. Heck, I'd show up just for the comment section. I just want to thank you because it sure helps me not feel so alone. I am going to see. I used Retin-A again last night. I only skipped it one night or maybe 2 nights. And I feel guilty. That's been sort of my history with Retin-A, is that I'll use it for a while and then quit using it because my skin gets so dry, I start getting cracked lips. So this time I thought, well, one of the reasons I use it close to my lips is because I get these zits right on my lip line. And I'm just getting the eyebrows that stick straight out right now because they bother me when I look down. I have some wild eyebrows. I don't know if you do. So anyway, I was going to tell you, this cussing or whatever my client was doing when she said rat's ass. I don't know how many times YouTube's going to let me cuss in one video, but that's the last one, I promise. When she said that, even though it was a tense, few minutes for her, there was my reaction to that statement, because I grew up hearing that, and I always felt like it never was true. It was almost never true that the person saying it, excuse me, was careless or didn't care or wasn't invested in some way. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so upset. You don't have to say, oh, I don't care about that. You don't even have to say anything if you don't truly care. If you're calm, you can say, oh, yeah, don't really care about that. But you don't say, I don't care about that. See the difference? And anyway, when we got to that moment, I reacted and this giggle came up for me because in that moment, there was a knowing between both of us that everything that was being said was just not true. They were just venting and getting it out. And she didn't know how to stop. She just didn't know how to stop. So that's when I said something with my face, like that I don't give a rat's, was just like my cue to just like something inside me came up and just started a gurgle of laughter. Just started surfacing. Oh my God, it was so funny. And, you know, there's always that, not always, but there's a split second where it's like, how dare you? And then, then they act like they remember who I am. And it was just such a blessing to know that we can find a safe place. He's whining. We can find a safe place to vent our feelings without having to have a deep, meaningful conversation about it. And, oh, you pathetic thing. You pathetic thing, my pup. God. Can you imagine having a dog like that? What? Oh, Frankie, what are you doing? Oh, I'm so lucky. Okay, let's try to get this blended in a little bit. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you is if you can, try to give yourself a break today. If you want to rant and rave, if you want to write something, write a letter that's just like full of venom, make sure nobody sees it, make sure it gets ripped up or burned. And then that's enough, Frankie. That's enough. I need a little more moisturizer and color. I'm going to put a little bit of this right here. I just don't want to use powder today if I can help it. Because this e.l.f. is not oily. It's got color. Okay, now see how I'm rubbing too hard and some of that. Quit. Good goodness sakes. Tapping his tail the whole time. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to put more there. I'm just experimenting. Hey, what'd you find? Did you fall off the bed? Oh, poor thing. He stabbed me with his claws on his way down. Dumb burger. Okay, but I do need to put powder on my eyelids because otherwise the eyeshadow's just going to stick way too hard on them. So anyway, I think sometimes we just need to get crap out and then get on with it. Because here's the thing. Our body is constantly reacting to bitterness. Bitterness is dangerous. When we are caught in bitterness, it's like drinking too much alcohol. It's like stop, because it only gets worse if you don't have someone to help you snap out of it. It really only gets worse. I came in too close maybe. Maybe I'll put a little powder. See, I said no powder. Put a little powder right there. Anyway, Anyway, so you want out? Okay, I'll let you out. Go find. Go. No. All right. He'll just stand there and stare at the door. When he really wants out, he'll flap his ears. I'm learning that. Go on. Jump. Go on. Back up. Jump. There we go. Only a few minutes. Running out of time. So we don't always have, and that's what I think it was Denise. I'll have to check the messages a little better. I just barely went over them this morning. That we can only control ourselves. That's a lot of wisdom right there. If seriously, that is wisdom right there. Marcus Aurelius talked a lot about that. The Stoics. If you're not familiar with the Stoics, I hope you get a chance to take a look at them. Because we can learn a lot from them, from their wisdom. Yeah. There is a lovely life to live if we would just concentrate on us, on ourselves. If we can't control a situation, keep from complaining about it and getting our emotions drunk and then our bodies wore out. All those chemicals we put in our body from our own brain, let alone the bar, can be exhausting. And then it's hypnotic too, thinking the same bitter thoughts over and over again. It's hypnotic. It's almost like biting our own nose off to spite ourselves. There's no reason to act like that. Not really. Not if we're not willing to change our address. So an old Al-Anon saying that I learned a long time ago. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. And I'm not saying it's Al-Anon approved. I'm just saying I heard it in a meeting several times. And it was change your attitude or change your address. And it's not for the person you're living with. It's for you. Because why continue poisoning yourself when it's someone else who's causing the problem? And you know you don't want to poison them. I mean, it's against the law, so behave yourself, right? So why poison yourself if it just doesn't, the math logically does not add up to behave that way. But we do it. We sure do. We do it over and over and over again. Oh, mascara. I can't get online without mascara. Please stop. What? He's got that high pitch little whine he does. I like it better when he uses that low one, but it must be hard for him to do because he doesn't do it as often. He really doesn't. Make sure when you're doing your eyelashes, you come down first. Get the tops of those lashes. It helps that mascara tube around the lash. It's so funny when they came out with mascara and they said it was tubing mascara. Yeah, well, they all do that if you apply it the way. People are funny. Marketing. A lot of money in marketing. Man, my eyelashes and my eyebrows are getting wild. I haven't squeezed them for a long time. You know we're running late for the office. Is that it? All right, just wanted to jump on and say hi. Hope all is well. Don't forget, I love you, and I'm glad you're here. I want to hear from you. I want you to be happy, and if you can't be happy, I want you to learn how to be content and still feel loved, even if you're not feeling in love, and that's okay. Believe it or not, it's okay. But it's not okay to just barely survive and be caught in that horrible thickness of sadness and depression and disappointment. It's poison. Matter of fact, I bought like a $5 jigsaw puzzle to see if I would enjoy doing that. I enjoyed doing puzzles once upon a time, especially with someone else. But I'm gonna try doing one by myself and see how it goes. I think it's a good experiment for $5. Why not? Do one with me. You can do your puzzle while you're listening to me. Or do one later today, and I'll do one, and then we'll talk about it. Was it fun or was it boring? I don't know. Okay, gotta go. Love you. Mwah. Bye for now.